probably not going to understand because it's going to be in French. It's a song that we sang at contest this year, and it's called Je le voudrais. And the words talk about, get my eyes so I can read it for you. It says, la la la, like what the heck? Do I care? Do I dare? Don't I dare? Do I dare to say it? Tell me that I may, or la la la, I'll say it anyway. There's a poor man in our village, jealous of his wife is he. He's jealous because, for good reason, for she is a sight to see. La la la, do I dare? Don't I dare? Do I dare to say it? La la la, tell me that I may, or la la la, I'll say it anyway. If to market she should venture, he would always roll on, never from her side to wander, then he's sure she'll do no wrong. La la la, do I dare? Don't I dare? La la la, okay? In French.
Now we would like to play a new work for band that's composed by one of the big band writers right now. He also happens to be the band director at Troy State University in Alabama, and his name is Robert W. Smith. This piece was written for a school that was called Crossroads Middle School, and that's where the title At the Crossroads comes from, by Robert W. Smith. Leroy Anderson was one of the most popular composers of the 20th century, composed such favorites as Trumpeter's Lullaby, Bugler's Holiday, The Typewriter, Syncopated Clock, all sorts of fun stuff. We would like to play a piece of his as a brief encore here. Features the upper woodwinds, and this is entitled Fiddle Faddle by Leroy Anderson.
people are Katie Barker, Amanda Bone, Sarah Chambers, Megan Cooley, Amanda Cox, Tanner Dow, Amber Price, Brooke Starf, Rosa Stills, Amy Tower, and Lindsay Wilmot. We'll give these tomorrow in class, okay? So we can get out here. 2-year awards go to Nancy Esseray, John Pryor, and Jocelyn Sarf. 3 years go to Lisa Hallmark, Amanda Otto, Joe Pryor, Sarah Ray, Patty Silva, Jessica Trimpey, and Christy Troxel. Jessica's 4 years, sorry. 4 years go to Bethany Atterbury, Lisa Craig, Gretchen Gertis, Megan Lacey, Jessica Trimpey, Rachel Wagstaff, and Christina Winger Gibson. We also have 3 major awards that we give every year. The first one is the Arian Award, and that goes to Gretchen Gertis. The second is the National Choral Award that goes to Bethany Atterbury. And the third is the Choral Directors Award, and it goes for Rachel Wagstaff.
The first thing I'd like to do, and this is something that I don't know that I've ever... Yeah, the sound man. This is something that I don't know that I've ever done. He does do a real good job, Mr. M. He does the sound at our concerts. I would like to thank any parents that have served as a chaperone or helped with band contests or helped with fundraisers or spaghetti suppers or anything. If you could stand up real quick for band or for chorus, because we need to recognize you because you've done an outstanding job for your students. Thank you. Another thing along the lines of making sure that I don't forget, we need to recognize, we'll recognize our flags in just a quick moment here. But we need to recognize the drum majors of the marching band this year because they did a fine job. Nancy Essery, would you stand please? Rachel McGrew and Bob Martin. Okay, right now, Mrs. Caton will talk about the flags. We've got this timed. It's less than 2 minutes.
At this time, would members of this past year's Flag Squad please come forward? This year I had the pleasure of sponsoring the Flag Squad, and in addition to recognizing the members, I'd also like to share a few of their accomplishments with you. The squad started off the season by raising enough money to purchase new uniforms, which I hope you all had a chance to see, and this was accomplished all in one fundraiser, and much thanks also goes to Cindy Wallen of the Cup and Saucer for that. Marching numerous competitions with the band, last fall the squad received auxiliary awards separate from the band, including first overall Flag Squad at the Canton Friendship Festival and first in their division at the West Central Field Show competition in Jacksonville. Second semester, the girls performed an outstanding routine at a home basketball game, and I'd also like to thank Nancy Esseray, who was a drum major this year. She stepped in to fill a spot for that flag show. Following an outstanding year with lots of successes and a lot of public awareness, we also had a record number of girls, 26, audition for this coming year's Flag Squad. The 1999-2000 award-winning Havana High School Flag Squad members who are present this evening include freshman Lindsay Hills, Tiffany Ludwig, and Jocelyn Sarf, and Betsy Bullen. Sophomores Maggie Hellman and Jennifer Sissa. and senior members present. Bethany, and also our captains this year, Bethany Atterbury, Gretchen Gerdes, and Katie Summers.
In general, the band had an outstanding year, as did the choir. The band got second at the State Fair Parade, second at Canton, second at Santa Claus Parade. This is our jazz band's 8th consecutive year of a Division I Superior Rating at contest, and our concert band's 10th consecutive year of a Division I rating at contest. So they really did some fine things. The Dennis Blasio concert was a success for those of you that got to see that. I would like to do this in record time, and if I leave anybody out, just let me know. Would like to recognize freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. We are not going to call them forward, we're just going to recognize them very quickly. Bethany Bittner, Jason Booth, Jennifer Bryant, Dennis Carr, Jacob Chambers. If you guys would stand real quickly so I can tell who you are. Sarah Chambers, Amanda Cox, Lindsay Craig, Tanner Dowell, Maggie Eckel, Nancy Essery, Jay Gilson, Lisa Hallmark, Robert Hanson, Maggie Hellman, Jesse Hilst, Chelsea Holtman, Adam Houghton, Andrew Houghton, Rachel Kelly, Alicia Kramer, Megan Lacey, I'm sorry, she's a senior, we'll talk about her in a second. Lauren Kuntz, Justin Lane, Seth McGee, Casey McCausland, Rachel McGrew, Amanda Otto, Luke Peterson, John Pryor, Sarah Ray, Nathan Rose, Jocelyn Sarf, Patty Silva, Sarah Silva, Jenny Sisson, Josh Sisson, Teresa Smith, Ashley Taylor, Joel Taylor, Amy Towery, Brett Trimpe, Christy Troxel, Jeff Tucker, Luke Wickman, G.R. Williams, Lindsay Wilmot, and Betsy Wilmot. They tell me I didn't forget anybody. Okay, at this time we would like to present a camp scholarship that we give. Okay, it's hand signals. This is the Amy Lee Montgomery Memorial Award that we give to underclassmen who are attending music camp. And this award is special to me, as I know that it is special to others. There are past members, or past winners of this award in the audience, in the band, and there are future winners of this award in the band and in the audience. So it is very special to me, and this award this year goes to Jocelyn Sarf and Casey McCausland. Recipients of this award get a camp scholarship as well as their names on the plaque and medals in recognition of their honor. So we thank them for that. Thank you. Also, we have other students that are attending camps who will be getting scholarships, and they include, among others, Luke Peterson and Betsy Wolin. I believe there are others. All right, now we're to the seniors. We have a very good group of seniors that have done an outstanding job for all the music groups, and I would like to have them come up as we give them their plaques in recognition of them being in band through their senior year. First, one of our oboe players, flag captain, Bethany Atterbury. Next is our drumline leader and snare drummer. Also played the Dennis de Blasio concert on Joe's Vacation drum set, Colin Barrett. Next is some other percussionists who's done an outstanding job for us, did an outstanding job tonight, Matt Fliggy. It's impossible for me to do anything in alphabetical order. Will Cox has done a fine job as a trumpet player the last 4 years in the band. Sarah Friend has been a fine clarinet player in the band for 4 years. Gretchen Gertis plays baritone as well as being a flag captain. Luke Hodson has been a fine trumpet player for 4 years. And our mallet player, both in marching band and in concert band, Megan Lacey, done an outstanding job. As we already mentioned, the drum major, also baritone sax player, done a fine job with that instrument in the band, Robert Martin. And if you were at the Dennis de Blasio concert and tonight, you witnessed the gifts, and this is in pure alphabetical order, you witnessed the gift of this young man, truly a fine jazz tenor sax player as well as concert band tenor sax player, Justin Binns. Young gentleman has come in and played a lot of percussion instruments for us. Played some timpani and some crash cymbals in the marching band. But really did a fine job. Played a lot of different instruments in concert band. Caleb Raubin. The third of our flag captains, another fine oboe player in the band, Katie Sons. And we've had outstanding sections in the band, all the sections. Clarinet section has been very strong, and a fine member of that section for 4 years, Jessica Trimpe. Before we give one final award, and seniors in our class this year were incredibly strong and deserving of all the honors that they could get. These students have achieved many things and done a great job in band, not only over the last 4 years or this past year, but the last 8 years. And that gets me to something that I know both Mrs. Kohler and I feel strongly about, that music is very important. It's important in broadening horizons of young people. It's important to build well-rounded people, and we encourage any younger members of the audience who are in the junior high or the grade school to remain active in music all the way through high school. We encourage these people to remain active in music. For many years we thought that the smart kids were attracted to music, and only recently researchers are telling us that it's music that plays a big part in making them smart. So we hope that they continue in the music program both here and also some of these students as they go on to college. Our final award is the John Philip Sousa Band Award. Goes to the outstanding senior member of the band. As I already mentioned, there are many outstanding members of the band, and this year the award goes to Colin Barrett. Colin is continuing. Next year he will be a member of the Western Illinois University Drumline in their marching band.
Way to go, college!
Just one quick advertisement. We do have a concert next Monday at the junior high. One of the things that will be featured on that is a composer has written a piece entitled Emaquan, which is based on some natural landmarks of this area, and he will be here to work with the bands. It's written for the combined 5th through 8th band.